Okay, let's look at number 2 here, where we're given the ratio of areas, so we're not given the scale factor. But just like this, if you're given the scale factor, you could find the ratio of areas and the ratio of volumes. You can also go the other way. So it says the ratio of surface areas of pyramids is 64 to 169. If the height of the smaller period is 120, find the height of the larger pyramid. So if we just multiply 120 by the scale factor, that's it, we're done. But we have to find the scale factor. Alright, now remember, if I use A over B to represent the scale factor, alright, A over B, then if I square it, that represents the ratio of areas. So I can set that equal to 64 over 169, and then take the square root, and I get 8 over 13 would equal A over B, which means my scale factor is 8 over 13. So since, let's erase this part because I can't really read the question, since we're finding the height of the larger pyramid, we're going to flip this around and use 13 over 8 because that's bigger than 1. So since we're going from the smaller to the larger pyramid, we want to multiply by the scale factor bigger than 1. Okay? So we get that the larger pyramid has a height of 195, which I got by doing 13/8 of 120. Okay, number 3, it says that the ratio of volumes of two similar prisms is 729 to 3,375. If the total surface area of the larger prism is 2,475, what's the total surface area of the smaller prism? Alright, so now we're given the ratio of volumes. So we're going to write that out, 729 over 3,375, alright, and set that equal to the scale factor cubed, because by definition, the ratio of volumes in similar figures is equal to the scale factor cubed. Okay, so now we have to do the cube root of both sides to figure out what A over B is, to figure out what the scale factor is. Okay, so the cube root of 729 over 3,375 is going to simplify to 3/5. Okay, so now that represents our scale factor. Now we are trying to find area, so we want to find the ratio of areas. So what we're going to do is now square our scale factor, and we get 9 over 25 is equal to the ratio of sides squared, or the scale factor squared. Alright, so now we're going to take that 9 over 25, and since we're finding the volume of, the surface area of the smaller prism, we're going to take 2,475 and multiply it by 9/25, because that's less than 1. If we were finding the larger area, we would do 25 over 9. Alright, and then we type that in our calculator, and we get 891 square units as the area of the surface area of the smaller prism.